our first two contenders with our eyes on that West End prize, Danielle Hope and Jessica Robinson.
You let rip and you had fun. It was lovely.
You were on fire.
Sometimes you do have to just like stop and think, wow, I'm really here doing this.
To think 3 months ago you're a girl who'd never been in an audition before.
There's only 6 of us left. One of us has to be Dorothy. And I just feel like I just really, really want it more than anything.
Oh, exceptional.
You'll paint the road ruby one day.
I think I'd be great in the role of Dorothy because I've got this raw, fresh, youthful quality that Dorothy has.
What you do is so truthful and so wonderful.
And that bit of grit.
Extremely sophisticated performance for a girl your age.
Dorothy's really young and innocent, and Dorothy, but she's also extremely mature, and that's exactly what I am.
You are a very remarkable performer.
I really want to show what I can do with the part and try and make it my own and make it different. And I just really, really hope I get given that opportunity.
All right, let's bring on the Dorothys. Up first, and hoping to set the stage alight, it's Danielle! This 18-year-old Manchester student is performing On My Own from Les Miserables. Let's hope nobody is Les Miserables afterwards. Hot on her heels is Jessica! On Middlesbrough Lass is singing the musical tongue twister Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Mary Poppins. Could Danielle or Jessica be your Dorothy? I still don't have a clue. Here's Danielle!
Without him, I feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are barren everywhere. The streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him, but only on my own.
Woo! What a start, ladies. So, Danielle, at this stage of the competition, every Dorothy is upping her game, but I hear you've also been sort of upping your profile.
Well, me and Jess went and got our retail therapy fixed, didn't we? Unfortunately so. And yeah, we were just in Covent Garden, like, shopping, and people would, like, tap us on the shoulder, and I was, like, ready to give directions, because, you know, I've just got my grips with London now. And then someone, like, threw their arms around me and stuff, and I was like, oh, hello! And I was like, it's really strange, because it's as if you've known them for your entire life, and it's just like, but it's amazing, and it makes your day, and it's really nice to see the support.
And Jessica, double elimination night.
Yep.
Quite brave having an open umbrella indoors. Are you superstitious at all?
A nightmare of an umbrella at that. No, actually, I only really thought about that today when it was brought up in conversation. But you know what? I'd open 20 umbrellas and smash 50 mirrors if it meant getting closer to the part of Dorothy.
All right, well, let's see what the panel think. Charlotte, you high praise for both of these girls last week. How are you feeling tonight?
Pretty good, girls. I think, Danielle, it was a really emotive performance. The last few lines were simply stunning. In your mid-register, it was gorgeous. I thought the top notes were a little bit shouty. You've really got to colour those top notes with a bit of vibrato, otherwise it just sounds like a little bit of a shout. But overall performance, I really enjoyed it. And Jessica, that was just like extravagant and fun and frivolous. And your vocals suffered a little bit because you're so out of breath. But it didn't bother me at all, so I really enjoyed it.
All right. Sheila, how are the girls doing? In terms of getting closer to the West End, how are they doing?
Well, I think both of them could be in the West End easily. I think they're terrific. Jessica, I thought you made a really good go at that. I thought you could have relished the actual funny word a little bit more. Having learnt it, you might as well have used more of it. Do you know what I mean? If you thought you were saying it to a child, then you would have had more fun with it. But it was great fun. Danielle, I love what you do. Many years ago, I was in a musical called Annie, and there were lots of 12-year-old kids playing the orphans, and there was one little girl who I always thought was very special, kind of enigmatic and strange and lovely. And that little girl was nominated for a Tony last week in Hollywood, in New York, and it was Catherine Zeta-Jones. And you've got exactly that same sort of quality. You have a star quality. I thought today perhaps you were less good than you have been, but as you're normally absolutely fabulous, it was still very, very, very good.
All right, and John.
Danielle, you have a real grace and sensitivity that I think would be wonderful for Dorothy. You're always so present, so in the moment. Even when you're doing choreography, the energy just flows from you off the stage and into the auditorium, and that's what being a great performer is all about. If I need to be honest with you, I probably think you're a better actress than you are a singer, but what you lack in vocal range, you make up for in storytelling. Jessica, you are turning into my Marmite Dorothy. Sometimes I really love it, and sometimes I don't. I keep going back to the first time we saw you in Hackney Empire, and you sang Maybe This Time, and the whole auditorium fell still. I'm still waiting for that moment. Tonight's performance, it was a little bit cheesy for me, but then again, cheese, Marmite, it's a perfect combination.
All right, over to Andrew. Our first two, what did you think?
Danielle, I mean, comes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the programme, and viewers at home remember that, because we chose that song very deliberately for you as a contrast to Mambo Italiano, which of course you did wonderfully. So going to something as simple as that, a bit cruel, but it was worthwhile doing. You've got a little bit of a problem about disguising, well, you've got to learn how to disguise the break in your voice. Yeah. You know, girls have got two types of voices, head voice and chest voice, and it's a bit of technique, but you'll learn that. That is only really being with a vocal coach for a while, and you'll get there. Jessie, my goodness me, Cabaret last week, Mary Poppins this week, Nazi to Nanny, good Lord. I mean, you never cease to make me smile. You're just a character actress, and whether you're a character Dorothy, I don't know, but you're a fantastic performer. Both of you, congratulations tonight.
Thank you very much, Andrew. By the end of tonight, one Dorothy must leave the competition. No one wants to go home. To keep your favourites safe and out of the first sing-off, here's the number to call later. 090 11